Good evening to my lecturer, Mr. Muhammad Anafi bin Mahdi. Today we are going to present about gangsterism. Before we go into present our slide, let me introduce my group members. They are Fauzia binti Safriano, Danusha Anna Pompuan Ilangovan, and Darni Anna Pompuan Kadirwalu. We are from UNITA International University of Johor Bahru.
First thing first, we need to know what is gangsterism. So gangsterism is actually an action that include by a violence and also threatening other people. It actually has a various type of action that we can assume as gangsterism, such as stealing, threatening other person to gain money in a wrong way, or maybe verbally we threaten other person, or we use physical where we punch or kick them. Or maybe we do some vandalism where we not use the accommodation that provide to us very well. We do vandalism at playground, at bus stop and something like that. Gangsterism is actually a heavy issue. It has happened a long time ago. This is not a new issue or a new problems. Why we categorize gangsterism is a heavy issue? It is because gangsterism is always involved by our teenagers, where obviously teenagers is our future hope to have a better nation, better government and also a better world. So we need to solve this gangsterism problem in order to get a new types of life, a new types of situation, a new types of surroundings.
Effect of gangsterism. For the gangsterism, no matter what the reason for teenager to involve in gangsterism, it will bring many negative effects to the teenagers themselves and also to the society. There are many effects of gangsterism. Firstly, effect towards individual. For an example, the teenager who involve themselves with gangsterism will face bad consequences in their life, including an uncertain future, ignore from other people also, and their future might be threatened due to the result of their behavior. Moreover, gangsterism also affect their life as they are unable to perform well and they will not graduate successfully in their study, and also they might be spend their years in juvenile school. Secondly, effect towards parents. In the environment of family, their parents have also faced the bad criticism from other people because of their children's behavior. Most probably, parents might be insulted or become the subject of hatred by others in their surrounding. They also might be blamed on what their children had done to the peoples. Lastly, effect towards community. People are so worrying about the gangsters' activity become more and more active in the town. As a result, the society become not peaceful anymore. And everyone need to aware of gangsters' activities that take place in their town. They will feel insecure with the treatment over this matter because of the surrounding is not safe place anymore due to the violent act of gangster. In addition, their behavior of gangsterism might endanger their life. Besides that, number of crime in the town increasing as a result of number of teenage gangsters increasing day by day. And that's it from effect towards surrounding parents and community. Recommendation and preventive measures. Gangsterism is caused by many causes and factors, no matter causes by surrounding parents, friends or media. Gangsterism also bring a lot of negative effect to the teenagers and the society. Also, parents should play a major role in their children's. Parents or guardians should help them to give their children with love and respect. Besides that, parents also should provide their children with good religious and moral background. By doing this, gangsterism can be reduced. Moreover, teenagers should also control themselves and often join some healthy social activities. For an example, sports, jungle trekking with friends, listening to music, so they can far away from gang activities. The parents also must teach them the value of money since they are in puberty. So do not spoil them with big allowance. Besides that, parents also can set a curfew for their children so they don't go back home lately. Then they always want to be aware of changes in their children, whether it's their behavior or attitude when they come back from school or the other place. The teenager also should be cautioned to choose friends in school or in community. It would be the best not to make friends which they involve in gang activities. The teenager also avoid visiting discos, snooker and gaming center because of there are got many unhealthy activities and gang members. In addition, the teenager also must always think positive in their life. If face any problem in studies or life, they can find their parents, teachers or counselors to solve the problem. They are willing to help the teenagers and enlighten them well with right path and give good advice to them. We must maintain the safety of community in our life and decrease the activities of gangsterism.
So the persona for this problem is we focus on teenagers. This is because teenagers are tend to involve in vandalism. It can happen where they perform their gang at school, and the gangs keep continue even after they graduate from school. Maybe this can also influence teenagers by their surroundings, by their neighborhood situation, their neighborhood place, and that kinds of things. So the problem scenario is bad activity that involve teenagers, but public property ruin, physical and mental bully. Teenagers is the future hope for nation. So for bad activity involved by teenagers, we can assume that teenagers that involved in gangsterism are always doing bad things such as stealing, rape, robbery, and more. Public property ruin is where we can assume that teenagers that tends to hang out with their friends in groups tends to do vandalism, such as at playground, at bus stop, or maybe at school, at other places. Physical and mental bully. Physical and mental bully is actually two different things. Physical is where you use your physical, such as you kick, you punch, you slap, you fighting with each other, you stab. Mental bully is more focused on mental problems where you verbally say someone not nice, say bad things about someone, you critique their appearance, their body, you do body shaming about them, you also threatening them. It's called mental bully. Teenagers is actually our future hope for nation. So it's actually a big problem if we did not manage our teenagers, our future hope for nation very well. So we need to solve these gangsterism problems, or we need to reduce it in order to get teenagers that has a big opportunities to run and to change the to change our world, our nation.
There are many alternatives that can help solve or reduce gangsterism. So, those forms of alternative are family, peer, society, and individuals. So, these alternatives stated can help solve the problem. Gangsterism is not a new issue, it's already happened long way back then. Youngsters is the main target to join the gang. The gang can be built at school where from one friend we connected to another friend and make up a new gang with negative attitude. It's so dangerous because youngsters is our hope for a better future. If we can get rid of the gangsterism issue, we obviously has a better future.
Problem of gangsterism always concerned by the society because it is the problem linked to young people. At the beginning, maybe they are just cruel in a public place, stealing, talking bad words, vulgar words, force someone to join their own gang and destroy public properties. And then when goes worse, they could involve in selling drugs or illegal pills, fighting with others, provide a loan to people, and also operate gambling house. These are the problems of gangsterism happen in society. Solution: the fact that there are different mental and physical elements that cause an individual to decide to turn into a guardians should help support their kids with affection and regard to diminish this issue. Teens also taught to likewise control themselves by engaged in solid social exercises. As a young people, we should channel out outstage into something different. For example, join taekwondo, singing, or sports activities. These are some solutions for avoid gangsterism. Resolution: the main is we must maintain the safety of community in our life and decrease the activities of gangsterism. Where is the will, there is the way. The society has to work hand in hand to help the government combat this problem. It's time new generation is ready to rule the world and they are our pillar. Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening to our presentation patiently.